Try it once and you're hooked.
I'm hooked.
People used to say that about many things, and it usually isn't true. Snowboarding, anal sex, or cryptocurrencies. And while these days cryptos are slowly dying cat, we found out there is still a practical use for them. They help Russians wage a terrible war against Ukraine. From a secret nuclear bunker in Eastern Europe, this is The Last Show, your favorite source of explosive news from an explosive region. We, the people of Eastern Europe, have always had a tough life and learned to value three certain qualities in other human beings. And nobody can summarize them better than the greatest music group in history, ABBA.
Money, money, money.
Yes, money. The less you have, the more it's worth. Just like oxygen or friends, unless it's these friends, who are kind of expensive when there are so many of them. Anyway, Eastern Europeans just love money. So it's not a coincidence that the richest person in the world lives here in the East.
With a no-fly zone and a no-boat zone.
Сейчас ужасно занять.
This, according to an investigation last year by the jailed Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny's group. They claim that this gilded, luxurious palace fit for a king was built for Vladimir Putin.
There are these rumors about Putin being the richest man in the world, and he may be.
On the shore of the Black Sea, it can only be described as a palace, 190,000 square feet. From the air, you can see the church, tea house, and amphitheater, and reportedly an underground hockey rink.
Of course he has a private hockey rink. He wants to be prepared for all situations. When hell freezes over, he will be there, playing hockey, the Russian way of course, which means high from doping. But back to the money. You might be asking yourself, does dear Vladimir have enough resources to wage the most disastrous war in modern history?
Vladimir Putin has found himself increasingly isolated.
I'm taking robust action to make sure the pain of our sanctions is targeted at Russian economy.
The West responded with a show of unity, both with sanctions on Russia and with billions of dollars in aid for Ukraine.
Poor boy. Where will he find money to buy rockets from North Korea? Or his favorite ice cream? The answer is, apparently, cryptocurrencies. You thought they were pointless, useless, destined to crash? Not at all.
Russian forces have now raised over $4 million through anonymous cryptocurrency donations since the start of the war in an effort to circumvent international sanctions against them.
$4 million? Not that much money. That's the estimated cost of mugs used in the Friends Reunion episode. But according to many experts, a lot of transactions are under the radar, and some of them are conducted by shady pro-Russian groups.
We have learned that pro-Russian military groups are using cryptocurrency to fundraise hundreds of thousands of dollars for military and training operations in Ukraine. We identified about $400,000 that have been raised since the beginning of the invasion in February. Most importantly, like you mentioned, for sanctions, one of these groups is Task Force Rusich. The Treasury described this group as a neo-Nazi paramilitary group fighting alongside Russia inside of Ukraine.
Neo-Nazi pro-Russian groups? What a tasty combination full of our favorite ingredients. Seems like a recipe for a very tasty cake.
Welcome to my channel, Cake. I'm your hostess, Suzanne. Today we're going to be making this super spooky poisoned apple cake.
As you can see, cryptocurrencies can create a lot of good in our world. As their proponents say all the time, even the main argument for crypto, imagine a world without money. Guys, you are basically talking about Eastern Europe. Another single benefit of crypto is, it is fun. You can watch TV and entertain yourself with news like this.
This week, the SEC was front and center as the U.S. regulator amped up its efforts to crack down on crypto companies. The U.S. regulator proposed tighter rules on which crypto companies can hold customer assets.
And those kind of things happen practically every other week on Wall Street. And guess what? Some heroes of the current cryptocurrency crash, or whatever you want to call it, are from Eastern Europe, like this guy.
The public exposure of a very secretive operation. The US Justice Department announcing international action against the Bitslato cryptocurrency exchange. Its Russian head, Anatoly Legadimov, arrested by FBI agents in an early morning raid in Miami.
Yeah, another huge crypto company was seized by officials, and according to our information, police used exactly the same words that the company had in its own advertisement videos.
Stay with us.
Stay with us, Mr. Anatoly Lechodimov, you sympathetic Russian gentleman. What have you even done that was so bad?
Based in Hong Kong, run by a Russian, the US Treasury Department says it laundered hundreds of millions of dollars and became a key point for criminality on the dark web. The Treasury Department says that makes it something that could be used to help Russia's war in Ukraine.
Hundreds of millions of dollars? Now we're talking. That's plenty of money to prolong this terribly cruel war against Ukraine. Thank you, crypto, for making this world better. Thank you guys, this was the last show. Be sure to subscribe to us. Be sure to watch Andrej's latest video about the newest global ambassador of shame, Roger Waters, or watch some of our other videos. And we'll see each other in a couple of days if the war doesn't end.